What's up, guys? B-Rob here. Hey, I'm coming to you from beautiful Navarre, Florida. And today I'm going to give you my top 3 tips for successful relationships. Be right back. What's up, guys? So, as most of you probably know, I am divorced. I am remarried in a happy marriage. I'm a stepfather. I'm a father. I have people that work for me. So all around me I have relationships. And one thing that I understand now, haven't always been good at, is that in order to get anywhere in life and to get anywhere easier in life, you have to have relationships. I'm probably going to do a video later on about how relationships equal influence. I'll talk some more about that in a whole nother video, but today I want to share with you what I consider my top 3 keys to successful relationships. Now, one thing that I did not put in this video is I'm not putting trust, because although I know that trust is key to relationships, and I do consider it an important key to relationships, some people will build relationships and work up in the trust area. So for the purpose of this video, I'm going to give you 3 other tips for successful relationships. But let's just say that trust is a extremely high honorable mention, all right? So my first tip is know yourself. This is an area where a lot of people don't explore when they're first starting out in relationships. They don't really know themselves. I dealt with this. I didn't know exactly who I was when I was younger, and I thought I wanted a certain type of person and realized that that's really not what I wanted, or that I wasn't really happy. So as you get older, unfortunately, most of us are going to get to know ourselves a lot more as we get older. But one thing, if you can do it right now, is to better know yourself, both the good and the bad. Take some time and understand that what you bring to the table to anyone else, and this goes for relationships, romantic relationships, it goes relationships with co-workers, relationships with you and your boss, or if you are a boss and your subordinates. This is every type of relationship. When you know yourself, actually my third key will make more sense. All right, so my number 1 key is know yourself. My number 2 key is know others. Believe in others. Now, I've talked to a lot of people and they were hurt in a relationship of some sort, whether it's a work relationship or a romantic relationship or whatever. They were hurt, and so now they don't trust anyone. Well, I'm sorry to tell you that not everyone is like that person. As a matter of fact, I'm happy to tell you that not everyone is like that person that hurt you. There are some really good people out there. Now, there are some really bad people too. So the thing is that in order for you to get anywhere easier in this life, you're going to have to deal with people. So it's best to try to figure out, how can you trust people, or how can you start liking people? How can you start working with people? So my number 2 is believe in others. Trust me, not everyone will get you, okay? My number 3 key is understand communication. Now, this is something that I continue to learn. I continue to learn how to communicate with my wife better, how to communicate with my daughters, how to communicate with my stepsons, how to communicate with my co-workers, how to communicate with everyone around me, how to communicate with the police officer that pulled me over yesterday. So I am always learning about communication, and in order to do this, a lot of times we have to understand the situation. Like, for instance, with my wife, if we have a disagreement, I have to understand that we're not out to get each other, that there might be other things that are playing. Maybe we're hungry, maybe we're tired, maybe we're sleepy. which is tired, of course, right? So maybe there's a lack in something else, which is causing the situation at hand to be a little more amplified. Maybe there's a reason why she's coming to me for whatever issue there is. I mean, trust me, sometimes I don't understand the reason, but if I sit back and listen, then she's going to try to tell me what the reason is, and I have to try to understand. So I always love the saying that God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason, and let's use them accordingly. I like to try to listen a lot more. I haven't always done that, but I want to tell you right now, in order for us to learn how to communicate, we have to sometimes listen better and not just hear the person, but listen to the person, and then we can understand where the person's coming from, and we can try to understand how to communicate back to them. And 9 times out of 10, 90% of the time, I've figured out that when someone is approaching me with an issue, or if I have an issue, that the intentions are not to be malicious or to be against that person. The intentions are to fix something. So conflict resolution can only happen when there's effective communication. Okay, so just to recap, my first key is to know yourself. My second key is to believe in others, and my third key is understand communication, or understand how to communicate. Those are B-Rob's 3 keys to successful relationships. I plan to do more relationship type videos, and again, like I told you in the beginning of this video, I plan to do a video on relationship equals influence, so look for that. Now in the meantime, I would like for you to subscribe to my channel, share this, comment on it. If you have anything else that you want to get my opinion on from my life experiences, please leave it in the comment section and I will take a note of it. I'll probably respond to you and make a video about it and let you know what I think about that. Okay? So thank you for tuning in. This is B-Rob.